every phase.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. And a look here at their go-to guy under center. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards that time and a Buffalo first. Fresh set of downs here. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
So we have to remember this offensive unit, they've been off for the last 2 weeks. Had an open week, and so it might take them a little while to get back into rhythm. I know they worked hard to try and get past that in practice, but practice isn't game speed.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be brought out by their QB, the former number 10 overall pick in the draft from Texas Tech, Patrick Mahomes.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win? They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And the Buffet boys, the O-line. Hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? Third and short, they elect to throw for it. And that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on third and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 15. And now running right through it. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He got 29 yards that time. So the offense lining up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target. And now it's 2nd down. And now for the first time, we get a look at this defense that was very stout last week.
And all they expect to do is continue what they did a week ago. Play terrific defense and not permit that offense to get started.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
Offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. After the penalty, it's Jones. And some room to work. 13 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big pickup, and guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a 1st down.
They'll try and run for it with Jones, and he's going to be met at about the 43. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. Here's Tressway now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, that the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Play clock winding down. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Demarcus Lawrence in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. I know some of the talk after last week's loss was the O-line struggles. They gave up 4 sacks. He got hit here and taken down again, so that's something to monitor.
It is something to monitor, but they've got to help their offensive line out. Maybe a little bit different play calling, right? Draws, screens, get the ball in the quarterback's hands quicker, maybe some quick game passes. All of that to try and help slow down a pass rush and make things easier on their offensive line.
The play clock's running down. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Update now from a game going on in Pittsburgh. That is now a 2-touchdown game with the Steelers in the driver's seat. Deshaun Watson, a first-quarter touchdown pass in that one. 12 yards on the return that time. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So we'll get the penalty all sorted out when we get back. Can't wait to see what the 2nd quarter has in store. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. Again, it's Jones. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at about the 14. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense heading back out there. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, did a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage. Extra DB on the field for the Bills here on third down.
Yeah, maybe thinking pass.
All right, here we go.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
And they bring their punter out there now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And the Bills getting set to go.
I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? It sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. They find some open field here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good pickup there at 22. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Finding room inside the 40. 19 yards there on the pickup. And they're going to have a third down. The Bills on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll check in with Larry Ridley for highlights and analysis of our first half of play. Now, not too many highlights yet, at least in terms of scoring plays, that is.
Yeah, but hang in there. We might get something these last 2 minutes.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
So that'll back them up 5. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a third down. The Bills on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
They'll drop to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. One man in the backfield, that's Jones. They'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Tajae Sharpe. And the Bills are in for 6.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So out now comes the offense back onto the field.
So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From the gun on third down, Mahomes. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
On the NFL scoreboard, second quarter up in Minneapolis. It's the Lions that have grabbed the early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there, and that'll bring up second down. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Another spin. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The Bills on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. A give to Jones. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we will send you back stateside to Orlando and say hello to Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry?
All right, Brandon, back to you guys in a minute. But first, it's indeed time for our EA Sports halftime report. Both the Black Knights and the Bills haven't figured out yet how they're going to move the ball through the air. The defenses on both sides have kept points off the board, and it will be interesting to see if they can keep that up. So here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Bills line up at the 41. Joseph's going to get the quarterback here. This ends up as a huge loss in yardage. Later on the drive, Gross has got the catch over the middle, and he'll end up at the 5-yard line before being tackled. Continuing on the drive, Ornberger's got the completion out of the gun. It ends up working for a touchdown. That takes the lead up to 7. So that's it for us. We'll go back now to London for the start of the second half.
Okay, Larry, back here, 7-0 our score as we ready ourselves for this second half. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They're in the second quarter at Heinz Field. And the Steelers have scored yet again, really opening that one up. Corey Davis off to a big start catching the football in that one, up over 100 yards already. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And Rodgers has it over on the right side. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Time running out here on the play clock. Now a first down carry by Bell. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it's the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guys trying to find him, trying to peek around people to see him, and he gets lost. But this guy gets lost in a good way for his offense, picking up big yardage.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
And second and 10. He'll look to throw again. And his pass incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
The Bills on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, here we go.
He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gross. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Now let's go. Green.
They'll set up to throw. And he slides to avoid the hit. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it a second down. Second down, 8.
Green, 39.
The give is to Jones. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
On second down, it's Jones. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles.
And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in London. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So a big one there, as that gives them a little cushion.
And you know, here in the 4th quarter, the fact that they were able to bleed some time off the clock and put points on the board, even if it's only 3, that could turn out to be the drive that ultimately wins them the game.
Now this offense about ready to take over again. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
23 yards on the play. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going. So, you know, I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
Play clock winding down. Mahomes now on first down. Over the middle, Rodgers has it. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Second down now after the pass completion. And the play clock's running down. Mahomes to throw on second down. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off at the 12. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And as the numbers show, he really wasn't in the mix at the beginning, but they've got him in the rotation now, and it's proved a good move.
And that's what happens when you're a good player. There's a lot more attention drawn to you, and it's obvious that they had him in their game plan on defense, not letting him get off to a good start, but he's found a way so far here in the second half.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones, and he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Taken from just outside the 30. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. With his guys trailing here in the fourth, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you're 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Demarcus Lawrence.
in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Now let's go.
Time running out here on the play clock. To throw, it's Mahomes. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
Checking the NFL scoreboard, they're in the 4th now in Minneapolis. It's the Lions who have the lead there. A win would be just their 2nd of the year if they can hold on. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 30, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Scoring has really been at a premium, and Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
And here come the Bills. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll go again to Jones. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd down and 12. This is Jones. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. And I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Still 9 yards to go on third down.
Here we go now.
Back to throw. Mahomes. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. Now here's Mahomes. This is Bell on the dump off. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It'll be a gain of 4. And it'll be second down. Now Mahomes. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
Wide open receiver complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Mahomes now to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Johnston. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Mahomes to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. To throw is Mahomes. Open man, the tight end Rodgers. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And the seemingly endless drive continues. Now it's Mahomes again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. So Charles...